Comedy Central Sports presents BattleBots. It's 30 minutes of eye-popping, jaw-dropping carnage. Tonight, Kegger comes barreling after Deadblow. Then get out your motor donor cards as Blade Runner and Scrap Daddy rip it up. And the master looks to give subject to change without reason, a reason to die. This Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by the United States Army. Be all you can be. This is Las Vegas, Nevada. It's ground zero for silver fighting robots. Welcome to BattleBots, everyone. I'm Sean Salisbury, along with Bill Dwyer, and the crowd's got their tickets, and now so do you. We've got 3 colossal matches tonight. Bill, take us through the first one.
Put that big mitt of yours in my hand, buddy. Here we go. A lot of power in this first match. Grand Imahara's dead blow is like a titanium woodpecker after too many lattes. His relentless push and poke attack leaves opponents with little time to think. Kegger is the hate machine built by Texan Nathan Roseborough. Kegger's weapons? The deadly combo of his high-speed bashing arm and his robot-hurling front wedge. Lots of aggression in this match.
Absolutely, Bill, and a lot of parts can go flying when robots get aggressive. Our Bill Nye's got the skinny on what keeps the spectators safe.
Now, to contain a bot battle, the BattleBots is encased in a polycarbonate plastic, Lexan. It's the same thing you use to make bulletproof windows. It's just enough to keep these bots under control.
Middleweight division.
Well, these bots are about ready to get it on. Let's go down to Mark Bureau.
Like a terrier in heat, other robots face defeat. Here is Deadblow. And in the blue square, with a dual major and no hope of graduating, here is Kegger.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time, 3 minutes, or till ultimate destruction. Deadblow, Kegger. Deadblow with that little picking arm, and Kegger with that muscle behind him. Kegger on the attack now, trying to push Deadblow out of the way here.
Disadvantage for Deadblow. He pierced the armor of Kegger and then got pushed around the BattleBot.
But he is scoring points as he lands those blows. The aggressor right now is Deadblow. Maybe smaller, but not less fierce.
Look at him. He just tore through that almost non-existent solid
Look
armor.
at those kill saws, Bill, jumping out right now. Those hazards can cause great effect. And you see right now what's going on with Kegger. He's lost part of his armor, and it looks like Deadblow's stuck inside there.
Deadblow's inside him. And look how strong he is. The torque from that arm raises up his back wheels.
And who's scoring the points as the kill saws land another blow?
Well, you can see Deadblow's dragging Kegger around now, so this is all Deadblow. But he doesn't want to be in there. He wants to get out of there and pound.
He sure does, and it's going to take... Kegger needs a little bit more offensive weapon as the machine is falling apart here.
See the wheels inside Kegger not even moving, so Deadblow has probably damaged one of his control boards, maybe the speed control board, I don't know.
Grand Imahara, the veteran driver, able to get away from Kegger and go right from behind and start attacking with that little pick again, scoring points by the second.
Solid piece of titanium, again getting inside the top of Kegger. He doesn't mind climbing up on top of these bots either, because as long as he's got 2 wheels on the ground, he's got traction.
Bill, in this single elimination playoff time, obviously the veteran driver has a big advantage as we see more of the machine of Kegger falling apart over the rookie here in this bout.
Kegger's got nothing going on. He's got to be out.
And remember now, if it's incapacitation, they will call this fight, but right now, they're allowing Deadblow to raise up and continue to peck away and score points on Kegger here. 3 minutes or till ultimate destruction.
I say Kegger's Texas Tech Red Raider builders are saying, let's go. We're in there. We're not going anywhere.
Inside of 30 seconds as points continue to be racked up. You see the top of Kegger picked away at. Continually scoring right there is Dead Blow.
Crowd loving the destruction. They want to see Dead Blow drag him into the pulverizer. You see, they're close. Oh, there goes the pulverizer.
And the pulverizer didn't hit anybody, but still fell off. That ought to tell you how much force is behind those pulverizers, and this fight is over. Might have been over a minute and a half ago. There's Grant Imahara. Crowd appreciative of a dominant fight by Grant Imahara and Dead Blow. Bill, replay all Grant Imahara and Dead Blow.
Dead Blow just tore through Kegger's side, started picking away at the inner workings, and when he's through ripping up the innards, batters the chassis. Relentless.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time.
Pretty apparent who's going to win this bout, but let's go down to the official decision. Don't believe there's going to be any surprise.
In the red square,
Dead Blow will be moving on, takes it with a knockout. Bill, we need to see the battle stats. It was one-sided all the way here.
Oh, it was sweet. Dead Blow bringing it with 15 vicious hits while shutting out Kegger. Dead Blow also got in a lift. They were even up in hazard damage at 2.
For the post-fight interviews, let's get the word from the floor.
Grant, you totally incapacitated your opponent. Your hammer went inside and I think this kind of ripped its guts out. Was that on purpose?
A little bit. I was planning to pierce through the armor with the head tip there and try and get in there and knock something loose.
Well, congratulations, you're moving on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dead Blow is moving on, and we've got more banging and smashing coming up. The master is on his way to deal with subject to change without reason.
That's newcomer Scrap Daddy as he gets ready to take a rip at Blade Runner. It's all coming up on Comedy Central Sports. For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in the BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com.
Hey, welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada, a hotbed of robot activity. And they're having a bot bonfire. Well, they came to Vegas with Scrap Daddies in every weight class. Now only one remains, and that's Scrap Daddy, MW110. And he's going to try to represent. He takes on Blade Runner. Bill, tell us more.
Ilya Polyakov's Thwackbot Blade Runner uses counter-rotational spin to rip up the competition at 86 miles per hour. He's also invertible. Translation, flip him over, he's still the same ass-kicking killer. Scrap Daddy is a steel patch bot from sculptor Mark Bradford. He's got a rotating blade, cost under $1,000 to build, but from what we've seen, sturdiness does not run in the Scrap Daddy family.
We've got our contestants. Let's go box side.
Guys, Scrap Daddy Jr. going, preparing for the next round. Strategy, talk to me.
Slice and dice. We're ready to go this time.
You seem confident. They do seem a little too confident, if you ask me. Wait a second. Guys, get in there and kick some butt, all right? Good luck. All right.
Somebody's about to advance to the quarterfinals. Let's go down to the box.
If you look in his fridge, you'll find jar after jar of severed robot parts, courtesy of Blade Runner. And his opponent in the blue square, serving up a spoonful of death, introducing Scrap Daddy MW110.
Fire in the hole. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fight time. 3 minutes of brawling. Scrap Daddy and Blade Runner. Blade Runner right now comes out, puts a little spin move on. Not scoring points, but it looks good.
Well, what's Scrap Daddy going to do now? He's got to go, and he's got to go attack him. He's got to take the pounding with that front saw.
The problem is with Blade Runners, you see the first blow landed at almost 100 miles an hour. That spinning blade can knock you senseless, and Scrap Daddy's not exactly the most versatile and most well put together as we've seen.
Takes him right to the pulverizer, too. Not only is he a great spinning bot, but he's got a little wedge underneath that arm to drive other bots around the floor.
Timeout. We've got a timeout going. It appears something's wrong on the arena floor. There you see Polyakov with Blade Runner. There you see the pulverizers.
He got stuck under the pulverizer. He's caught in a crease.
Looks like the The spike strip board came apart a little bit. I guess what we're going to do is stop now and restart here from the time that's left on the clock. And really, only 1 point that I saw scored. There's 2:20 to go. Box is locked again. Yep, first pop for Blade Runner. That's exactly right. Here we go again now. The fight's started again. Nobody's moving much. There you see Blade Runner now. Once that blade gets going, could inflict major punishment on Scrap Daddy, who's with his final robot trying to stay alive. He had one in every weight class, and this is it. There you see a blow right now by Blade Runner.
Scrap Daddy not having too much success right here. Look at his wheels, are already twisted. He's leaking oil.
Is that oil or gas? Don't light a match. Please, as you see the pulverizer ready to come down.
I don't like matches around you anyway.
I don't blame you.
And this crowd is going to go nuts, Sean, because he's bringing it right to the spine.
Uh-oh. This could be a big 45 seconds of pure abuse.
Oh, there goes the wheel. The top.
Another big blow.
It took one, it banged up one of the wheels, it pounded away at the aluminum on Scrap Daddy. Oh, it's pathetic.
It's apparent
and beautiful.
It's apparent the names have lived up to it, Scrap Daddy, because this scrap iron's falling apart. There you see Blade Runner. That thing spins up to almost 90 to 100 miles an hour. Not a whole lot of offense from Blade Runner. Here's Scrap Daddy's trying to stay away, and Blade Runner's being a bit cautious, even though he's the one doing a little bit of the attacking. Not landing a lot of blows, but may not take much against the Scrap Daddy family.
He's not doing any spinning right now, which is what the crowd wants to see. Scrap Daddy's saw blade not turning at all. You can see his wedge has been torn up. He is a miserable piece of bop right now.
Yes, he is. And Scrap Daddy's having all kinds of problems.
Look at that
From
wheel.
the start, it has from the start of this BattleBots competition. Blade Runner right now leads, but there has not been one offensive part mounted by Scrap Daddy. We're inside of 20 seconds. Blade Runner, the only offense going on so far, but not a lot himself. There's something wrong with Blade Runner because he's not spinning at all. We've seen more exciting fights. This one's over.
Still dominant.
Blade Runner probably going to move on. Scrap Daddy, he's laughing because he realizes the thumbs are down for the 4th time in the competition for the Scrap Daddy family. But something's wrong with Blade Runner. He'll have to get his bot ready, and we see the replay here. This is about the only blow that was landed, Bill.
First hit from Blade Runner really set the tone. Then he takes Scrap Daddy on a tour of hell that ends at the pulverizer.
Judges at arena side have turned in a unanimous
I think we know what the decision is, but let's make it official. Mark Vero has the announcement.
For the red square, Blade Runner.
Not real difficult for that decision. 45-0, Blade Runner. He opened up a whole case of whoop-ass, Bill.
24 cans. Judges didn't even give Scrap Daddy a single point for courage. But Scrap Daddy did get 1 hit to Blade Runner's 4, but it was donuts from there. Blade Runner rings in at 9 in hazard damage. There's the master of the master, Mark Satrakian, as he does battle with subject to change without reason. Coming up next.
Hey, even if you're sitting pretty in a fancy Las Vegas suite, always remember, don't construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without the proper supervision. Our 3rd fight tonight features one robot builder we're always excited about seeing, and that's Mark Satrakian.
This is the man who brought us the incredible Mechadon last season, and this season, the amazing Snake.
Well, there's no question Satrakian's designs are always the coolest looking robots around.
Yeah, but here's the thing. None of them have shown they can fight worth a lick. Maybe the master can change that. Subject to change without reason is the Randy Eubanks creation that switched weapons for this tournament. Formerly armed with a pickaxe, its only weapon now is a wedge design, which he'll need in order to minimize the master's charging power. Mark Satrakian has come up with another cool-looking robot, the Master. It has a spinning front blade that not only can cut, but can be used to slam down on any challenger that gets too close.
Let's get down to the fight, Mark Vero.
He'll send you off to bed without your supper or your head. He's insane. In fact, he is subject to change without reason. And in the blue square, in his wake, he leaves disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the master.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. 3 minutes until ultimate destruction. It's the master and Subject to Change, and right now, Subject to Change has knocked something off already. The master is hurt and beat up.
He's lost a caster. He's lost one of his middle casters. Could affect his balance.
It looks like the master's having problems with his saw. Let's go to Randy and Jason Sklar to find out more.
You know, Sean, from this angle, it looks to us like Satrakian has lost the use of his saw as a weapon. But still, he can use it as a hammer, and he's doing that every single minute, guys.
He's going to need to use that to mount a little bit of an attack, and you see him, he scored some points there. But that low center of gravity is going to give Subject to Change a major advantage in this, especially without that saw.
Remember now, he is only a wedge, Subject to Change is. And you know what Randy Eubanks told me? He said he's a half-finished bot. He's a little torn up after the last tournament, so he replaced steel strips on the wedge. It's not a fully loaded bot.
But right now, looks like he's pretty healthy and moving around. You see the kill saws disrupt his flow, but he goes right back after the master.
Two bots here with good maneuverability, but the master a lot more aggressive right now.
You know, Satrakian always has these beautiful bots, but never has he been able to mount much of an attack offensively.
Well, this one's gas-powered too, so something happened to the engine. He lost power to the gas-powered saw, and that hurt him. And now he's just got to pound.
Well, I mean, you take a look now, the way he's trying to score points, he's just kind of methodically rolling over. Subject to Change, he's having trouble moving around, it looks like right now.
Look at the front wedge of Subject to Change. He's got a big dent in there from early on in this fight when the saw was working. So that thing is powerful. And now,
not a lot going on for either one of these bots. Maybe it's just a matter of who can hang on and get through the end of this fight.
Subject to Change his new life right now. Looks like he's driving better. Now he's got to push the master around. And that's hard to do with a big two-wheel bot like that.
And Bill, it looks like the master's trying to land some blows, and he's throwing 10, 12, 15 punches in a row without hitting Subject to Change, so not scoring a lot of points. We're inside now. 20 seconds to go. And there are the kill saws that can inflict a major damage right now. And there again.
That could be the difference in the match right there, those two kill saw hits.
It's inside of 5 seconds now. This is going to be an interesting decision. There's Mark Satrakian. There's Randy Eubanks. Let's go to the replay.
All right, well, from the start, these two robots went right at each other. And the master winds up on top here. But check out the power of the master, dropping that blade hard.
And I thought the master was a bit more aggressive with his attacks, Bill. Let's find out what the judges thought.
For the blue square, the master.
A decisive win for the master signals the end of this season's elimination round. And in a minute, we'll see the hit of the week. And as the race for the nut continues, we'll let you know who advances to the quarterfinals. We'll be right back. As you can see, Dead Blow tapped Kager out dry, and that's why it's the hit of the week. Now, Bill, getting back to our last bout, to what degree did the master give Subject to Change a magna cum lashing?
Listen to the big words from the recreation major.
Yeah.
Battle stats actually a lot closer than the 36-9 decision our Rhodes Scholar judges handed down. The master got in just one more hit, 7-6. It caused only slightly more weapons and hazard damage.
Bill, tell us how the tournament brackets are starting to shape up.
After more than a month of matches, tonight marks the end of the elimination round. Let's recap all the battles we've seen so far and what it means for the quarterfinals. Starting with the lightweights, Backlash Whip Scrub and Salad ate up Mouser Mecha Catbot. They'll face each other next round. Toe Crusher Kick No Tolerance 3, and we'll next meet Evil Fish Tank, who sank Mekatanemushi. Beta Raptor took a bite out of Hammerhead to advance to the quarters, where Crusher awaits after dissecting Dr. Inferno. Afterthought didn't think twice about killing BattleBots, but will have to work even harder to beat Ziggo, who annihilated Scrap Daddy LW55. Moving on to the middleweights, Dead Blow tapped out Kegger, and will next have to deal with Bad Attitude. Spaz went nuts on Blue Streak, and Buddy Lee don't play in the Street taught Turbo a lesson. They'll hook up in the quarters. Blade Runner cut up Scrap Daddy to earn the right to face the Master, who altered the looks and subject to change. Complete Control dominated Super Chiabot and will square off against El Diablo the next round. Now let's look at the heavyweights. After moving past Kiloamp, Tazbot gets a shot at defending champ Vlad the Impaler, who sucked the life out of Mjolnir. Ultronic bullied Bigger Brother and will try to do the same to Frostbite, who put Overkill in the Deep Freeze. Gold Digger was a pain to Kilohertz. Frenzy sent Panic Attack back to Britain. They'll face off in the quarters. Nightmare put Mortis to sleep. Biohazard will try to poison him in the next round after offing suicidal tendencies. As for the super heavyweights, Atomic Wedgie looked dangerous in his upset of Minion. Toro will have to be careful after his victory over Tripoltaraptor allowed a trip to the quarters. Revision Z will be the underdog against Ronan, who dunked Slam. Ramstein thrashed Kenny's Revenge and will now meet Dissector. Finally, War Machine stomped Snake, and Do-All did in Doom of Babylon to bring about their quarterfinal battle.
So the week have been weeded out, and the quarterfinal field's ready for a storm. For our stunner Heidi Mark, Bill Nye, Randy and Jason Sklar, I'm Sean Salisbury.
And I'm the haunting Bill Dwyer. You've only got 1 week to rest up for the quarterfinals, people. See you then.